So in the previous class we have completed with porifers. Porifera I said are the organisms with the infinite number of pores in them. Their pores are of course limited number, but we can't count. So we say infinite number of pores are there, and all those pores open into a central canal called central canal, which open to a big opening out, that is called osculum. The ostia opens into osculum, and canal systems are there. All the cells are in contact with the surrounding water. They take their food, oxygen, and all the required substances from the surrounding water and throw all their waste, carbon dioxide and waste undigested substances and all back into that. Okay? Reproduction was simple. Today we are going to start another phylum, that is called Ctenophora. No, not Ctenophora. Ctenophora is Coelenterata. Coelenterata. The another name is Nidaria. Coelenterata is the name comes because of the presence of a cavity, a false cavity, which is a cavity, means it is a cavity only, not false cavity, but it is only one opening, and that type of cavity is known as coelentron. So since they have got a cavity, that is known as coelentron, so they are known as coelenterata, and they got a specific kind of cells called nidoblast. Nidoblast are found exclusively in this class, so we call them as nidarians. Okay, so ये हो गया. Now we will start with that same thing, heading, that is habitat. Where are they found? In, they are all aquatic. Now whatever kind of water, all aquatic in all kinds of water. All kinds of water मतलब fresh water, salt water, marine water, backwater, nali water, stream water, gada water, kuwa water, any water. Okay, habitat हो गया. Now levels of organization. Levels of organization. They are the first tissue grade organisms. ठीक है? Tissue grade. They have got two tissues, ectoderm and endoderm. So two tissues, two germinal layers. तो ये टिश्यू ग्रेड हो गए. इससे पहले they were only cellular grade organisms. So they are again very important. ये टिश्यू ग्रेड. Then germinal layer. So since two layers are there, they are called diploblastic. ठीक है, diploblastic. Next to it is symmetry. They are very commonly, that is most of them are exhibiting radial symmetry. We have already studied what is meant by radial symmetry, so I need not to explain it. ठीक है. However, some members may not show that radial symmetry because of some reason or other, whatever it is, but it is exclusively we will call them as radially symmetrical organisms. Segmentation is of course absent. Segmentation is absent. Next is exoskeleton. They have calcium carbonate deposition, which makes corals. You must have heard about corals, coral reefs. Again, in between India and Sri Lanka, there are coral reefs present, and the largest coral reefs of the world are present in the Australian continent. So that side there are a lot of coral reefs are there. That when these animals die, their skeleton, that is the calcium carbonate body that still remain there, and they form an artificial rock type of structure which are called coral reefs. Okay, so these are the general things which we have studied. Now next is nutrition. How will they get their nutrition? So most common example, if we consider hydra. So if I make a rough diagram of a hydra, the body of Hydra is made up of two layered cells. ये two layers हो गए. The inner one is the ectoderm, the outer one is ectoderm, and you will find tentacles here. The tentacles catches the food. Tentacles catches the food and put it into the mouth. Now this is a mouth which is called as hypostome. Hypo means above. Stone means opening. तो hypostome. ये एक ऊपर की तरफ opening होती है. There is a one single opening. They are acting as a blind sac body plan. If you write the body plan here, then the body plan will be blind sac. Blind sac means from the same opening the wheat is filled in the sac, and from same opening you have to remove the sac wheat also from the sac. Similarly, they are called the blind sac. Okay? So the food is caught by the tentacles and put into the what you call cylindrol or through hypostome, and the food comes here. Now the question is, what is their food? Their food is larva, pupa, or eggs, or other things, or the broken pieces of other organisms which is being eaten by some other organism. Like if fish यहाँ पे चल रही थी, उसने किसी और को खा लिया, and some of the cells that has come, so that will be their food. Now, if it is a live organism, it can even escape. If it is a live organism which you want to catch and put, अंधा तो है, दिख तो रही नहीं, because they don't have any eyes or any other such body which can see their food and all. So whatever comes in contact, they, and suppose the organism which they caught try to escape, then they got a special kind of cells called nidoblast, and it is the nidoblast which paralyzes them. And after paralysis the animal cannot run away. Then that is put into the hypostome. Now here there are special kind of cells. These cells secrete juices and the food will be partially digested. Suppose it's a big food was there, so it will be broken into smaller pieces by the action of these enzymes. Outside the cells, digestion outside the cell is called extracellular digestion or intercellular digestion. Extracellular, that is outside the cell, or intercellular, that is between the cells. Okay? And when the digestion is taking place, then partially digested food is then taken up by these cells, and the remaining digestion takes place inside their cells. So there are two kinds of digestion, intracellular and extracellular. Okay? Intracellular, that is inside the cell, extracellular means outside the cell, or intercellular and intracellular. So these two type of digestion. After digestion, the completely digested food will be discarded, which will be given out. Okay? So that is about their nutrition. How respiration will take place? You know, these cells are in direct contact with the surrounding water, and here also the water is filled, so these cells are also in contact with the water. So each cell is in contact with the water, surrounding water, so the oxygen can be taken simply by the water and given, carbon dioxide is given out. So there is no problem. It is simply depending on diffusion. No specific kind of cells or modification is found in them. So respiration is also done. Then transport, there is no need of transport since all the cells are in direct contact with the surrounding. However, there may be some substances needed to be transported. That can be done by a special kind of cells found in them, that is amoeboid cells, and these cells can take the things, or by diffusion. Okay, so transport, excretion simply by diffusion, to be each cell is in direct contact with the surrounding, so the waste can be diffused out. Next is locomotion. Now comes another problem, that Coelenterata or cnidarians, they exhibit two life forms. One is the sedentary, which remain fixed onto the surface, and the second one is freely floating. The freely floating one are called medusa, and the attached one is called polyp. The polyp cannot move. that will have to remain attached to the surface. But suppose they have to move, because suppose the place they are living there is no food coming, then they may die. So in that case, what they can do is they can overturn, and with the help of their what you call tentacles, they can move up to a little bit distance. Okay, or they may even do somersaulting. इधर से घूम के यूं से घूम के यूं से घूम के यूं. तो suppose the hydra is of 1 millimeter size. So each time it overturns, it somersaults, it takes 1 millimeter distance. 10 times किया 1 centimeter, 20 times किया 2 centimeter. So it has lot of patience, it will do. Or sometimes what it does, it somersaults upside down with the help of tentacles, it holds the surface and it sticks one air bubble here. Now the animal is so small, hydra I am talking about, then it can freely float because of that bubble. Okay? But this is not true with the other animals like what you call sea anemone and others. Okay? So these are the locomotion. Sensory. So the cells are there which are sensory in nature. Nervous system is very primitively developed. The two layer of ectoderm and endoderm is sticked together with the help of a layer that is called mesoglea, and in the mesoglea the fibers are running in all different directions. That is called plexus. Okay? So they do not have specific sensory structure. If you touch here, the entire body responds together. Okay? So that is for the nervous system in coelenterate. Now come to the special cell, that is nidoblast. Nidoblast क्या होते हैं? They are some of the cells, ectoderm cells. They have got a special kind of cell which is having long duct in which some neurotoxins, some kind of poisons are filled. No sooner their body comes in contact with some predator or some kind of food, immediately it shoots out. And how it shoots? See, this is the cell, and that folded tube that will be given out like this. And the end of which is there is a spine, and the spine pokes into the body of predator or prey and inject neurotoxin in it. And immediately that will be paralyzed, then that can be caught. Or if it is a predator, बड़ी मच्छी उसके आसपास आ गए, then they can shoot this and that will run away for its life. So this is what their structure is. So because these type of cells are found exclusively in them, that is why they are called nidoglium. So what are the special characteristics? That is the tissue grade organization, radial symmetry, corals. And then we have studied that nidoblast, ठीक है. Then we have studied that two life forms which are there. Two life forms के लिए हम कहेंगे metagenesis. Metagenesis. Now what is metagenesis? Genesis means to generate something. So they have two life forms, that is called polyp and medusa. When the polyp reproduces, it gives medusa. When medusa is reproduced, it gives polyp. Polyp is fixed, sedentary, whereas medusa is freely floating. तो एक से दूसरा जनरेशन होता है. A medusa cannot give back medusa, and a polyp cannot give next generation polyp again. Polyp को हमेशा medusa ही देगा. Medusa will always give rise a polyp. Examples you can see: sea anemone is there, then hydra is there, and Portuguese sea opal, and these are some of the examples. You can go through their examples, their names in the book. Cheers. So this is what the Cnidaria. Next we will study Ctenophora. Ctenophora, all aquatic, but कुछ और होता है. नाम लिखो. C is silent. Ctenophora, C is silent. So we'll study, name it or we'll call it Ctenophora. ठीक है, all aquatic and marine, आसपास पानी के सोर्सेस में इनको ढूंढने का प्रयास ना करें. They will found only in seas. Okay. Level of organization tissue grade, of course. For quite some time, Ctenophora were considered as cnidarians only. But later on we found that Ctenophora do not have nidoblast, and Ctenophora has got a special structure that is called comb plates, which are not found in cnidarians. So then, just because of these two characteristics, they are separated. So a new kingdom, a new class is made, that is called Ctenophora, and diploblastic है, radially symmetrical है, segmentation is absent, corals are also not present, nutrition same way as they were having there, but there tentacles were there. यहाँ पे tentacles नहीं है, उनकी जगह पे क्या है? They got a special kind of comb plates and वो, है ना? तो ये हो जाएंगे. Respiration same by diffusion, transport, they are freely floating, they are not found attached to the surface and all. ठीक है. Expiration again by diffusion, locomotion by comb plates. Now if you look in the diagram, from the book, you all got book with you. Let me open the chapter 4. ये तो क्या है? ये तो
yes.
ये नहीं, आ जाते हैं डाउनलोड, एनिमल किंगडम, and I can share the book. Animal Kingdom, and you can see, just for the sake of diagram, this was the nidoblast which I was teaching in the cnidarians. ठीक है, ये इनकी two forms हैं, that is, this is the medusa and this is polyp. Polyp is found attached to the substratum, rock है ये, rock पे चिपका हुआ, ये freely floating है, तैरता रहता है. Aurelia. Here, so here you can see these are the comb plates. Okay, ये और ये इनके क्या नाम से टेंटिकल्स हैं, है ना? तो ciliated comb plates, ये वाले comb plate हो गए, sorry, ciliated comb plates, and they will help in locomotion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular, as same as in Hydra. Bioluminescence is the new character. Now bioluminescence क्या? Luminescence means glowing, shining. ठीक है. Now shine and glow are two different things. Shine does not have its own light, है ना? ल्यूमिनेसेंस है इट्स ओन लाइट. तो हम यहाँ पे शाइनिंग नहीं कहेंगे, हम इसको बायोल्यूमिनेसेंस कहेंगे. ल्यूमिनेसेंस मीन्स इट इज हैविंग समथिंग ग्लोइंग इनसाइड, सम सॉर्ट ऑफ, एज यू हैव सीन दैट फायर, क्या कहते हैं, इंसेक्ट, जुगनू, आपने देखा होगा, इट ग्लोज बिकॉज इट हैज सम टाइप ऑफ केमिकल प्रोसेसेस गोइंग ऑन विच प्रोड्यूसेस लाइट. सिमिलरली दे आल्सो emit light. Light emitting living organisms are called bioluminescence. So this is actually, for them it is of no use because they do not have any eyes or something to see, but it is to keep the other animals away. So during night, or if you go in the depth of the water body where there is no light penetration, these animals gives an entirely different world where you will find the lights moving freely from one place to another. वहाँ हमेशा दिवाली बनती है. Okay, तो ये है. तो property of organism to emitting light, well marked in the ctenophore. Sexes are not separate, that is what hermaphrodite. Reproduction take place by same. वहाँ पे भी reproduction नहीं पढ़ाया था मैंने, यहाँ पे बताया था. दोनों का reproduction is same, that is by fragmentation or budding. In Hydra here the budding is not there. And sexual reproduction के लिए क्या है? The gametes are produced. The male gametes are released in the water. Female gametes are found in the body of Hydra or other ctenophores, attached on the body, female body, और वो वहीं पे जाके fertilization, larval stages were present. Of course, in ctenophora, the male and the female gamete both are released in the water, and their fate is there. If the fertilization takes place, they will develop into zygote and develop into a new body, and if it is no fertilization, there is no chance of development. Fertilization is external, but development is indirect. Ctenophora में, Coelenterata में fertilization was internal and development was indirect there also. Indirect development means क्या? That is larval stages are present in between. Okay, ये नाम है Pleurobanchia and Ctenophora plana. तो ये दो ही एग्जाम्पल्स हैं. Not much is written about it, so you need not to worry. If you learn Coelenterata, आपका ज़्यादा काम हो जाएगा. Next, we have to study is Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes. Word platy stand. Platy means flat, plate. Plate is always flat, and helminthes मतलब worm. So ये कौन से worm है? Flat worms. कहाँ मिलेंगे? एक्वेटिक में हो जरूरी नहीं है. एक्वेटिक में जरूरी नहीं है. बस मोस्टली पैरासाइट और बता देता हूँ. मोस्टली पैरासाइट जो फ्री लिविंग है, फ्री लिविंग फॉर्म्स are found in the moist soil. Level of organization, tissue grade ही है. However, 3 tissues, mesoderm is also formed. तो ये डिप्लो की जगह हो जाएंगे यार ट्रिप्लो. सिमेट्री, क्योंकि फ्लैट है, देयर इज नो चांस ऑफ रेडियल सिमेट्रिकल, तो हम लिखेंगे इनको बाइलेटरल. Segmentation absent. Now, if you see this diagram, a tapeworm, you will find the body is highly segmented, but this segmentation is not true segments. These are not metameric segments, क्योंकि यहाँ repetition नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है? So that is why we don't call as a true segment. हम इनको कहेंगे absent. Exoskeleton, इसमें कोई एक्सोस्केलेटन नहीं मिल रहा है. ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या मिलेगा? क्यूटिकल, लेयर ऑफ क्यूटिकल. These are not needed. हटा देते हैं. A layer of cuticle, CUTICLE, which will help them to prevent themselves against the various type of chemical attack of the host or body. ठीक है. न्यूट्रिशन, if it is parasite तो it will derive from the host, if it is free living तो it will get from the soil. ठीक है. रेस्पिरेशन, no specific cells or tissues, each cell will have to take its own oxygen by diffusion, तो ये diffusion भी हो गया. ट्रांसपोर्ट, no, it is simply depending on the diffusion. Excretion, platyhelminthes, they have got a specific kind of cells modified for excretion, and that is known as flame cells. ठीक है. They got specific modified cells, they are known as flame cells, which will carry on with the function of excretion. Locomotion, आवश्यकता ही नहीं है. There is no specific organ for the locomotion. कोई टिश्यू, कोई सेल्स, कुछ भी नहीं है और लोकोमोशन के लिए. ठीक है. Rather, if you look at this hook, this liver fluid, so you can see that hook is there. The hook-like organs are present, that is the structures are present, the cells are modified in those places which can attach themselves to the body of host. ठीक है. To get their nutrition as they are parasite. लोकोमोशन की कोई जरूरत है ही नहीं. रिप्रोडक्शन की बात करते हैं तो ऑर्गन लाइक प्लेनेरिया एंड टेपवर्म का तो नहीं, लेकिन प्लेनेरिया शोज क्या कहते हैं fragmentation, you break them into 2-3, rather I can say that they are, क्योंकि tissues are formed, so I can say that they are showing regeneration. So you break their body into 2 or 3 pieces, each of them will develop into a new body. Okay, sexual reproduction is present. All organisms are often hermaphrodite, but they have a specific mechanism to prevent self fertilization. ठीक है, larval stages are present. Now again, see, if you can see here, the sexes are not separate. Sexes are not separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through larval stages. How many? Many larval stages. And most members, some members like planaria have higher regeneration capacity, क्योंकि वो पैरासाइट है तो उनको नहीं, प्लेनेरिया तो फ्री लिविंग है, जो पैरासाइट होते हैं दे आर शोइंग अ हायर रेट ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. नाउ दे समटाइम देयर पैरासाइट्स, देयर larval stages may show a different species. ठीक है, they may involve more than one kind of parasite. ठीक है, the larva may live into some other organism and develop, and the when develop फिर वो different type of bodies के अंदर आ जाते. So these are the specific characteristic. If I underline here, tissue grade but mesoderm, triploblastic नई चीज आ गई, bilateral symmetrical पहले नहीं था किसी में, so this is also a new thing. Cuticle was not there in any of the other organisms previously, so that is again a new thing. Then the regeneration capacity तक we have studied that. ठीक है, but multiple hosts are we are seeing first time. ठीक है, and flat body is again a very specific. ठीक है, so till platyhelminthes we are done today. Examples are given: Taenia solium, that is a tapeworm, and Fasciola hepatica, that is liver fluke. ठीक है, so these are done. From tomorrow's class we will do the Annelida, Aschelminthes, Annelida, and we will देखेंगे, we can try to finish it. Thank you children, enjoy your day.